EGX.
Do you need information about the club? I'm sorry that our meetings are always as the result of bad news, Descendant. But this matter is urgent, so I will cut to the chase. Since the destruction of the Ironheart, dimensional breaches have been occurring with increasing frequency in the Axion planes. We had stopped investigating the Axion planes because of the void storms, but due to the severity of the situation, we've changed our plans. We must proceed with the reoccupation operation.
Sorry, I didn't know you were there. You made it. You don't know this place, right? Neither do I. I'm tempted to explore every nook and cranny, but given the situation, I can't. Anyway, I've got information I need to tell you, so let's get to it. This is such a quiet and desolate place. It's a shame you have
Subscribe
a
and
mission
turn
to
bell
do.
notification on.
HQ must be in a hurry. Let's walk and talk. Since I'm temporarily in charge, I'll be briefing you on your mission. We've detected an increased amount of dimensional anomalies in this area recently. The phenomenon seems to be a temporary one, but we need to know if something like this could lead to a dimensional breach. The targets to be investigated are the Dimensional Energy Survey Points and the Colossus-guided capture zones, just to be sure. They do seem pretty far away, don't they? I guess that's why we've been issued with that new mobility equipment. What is it called again? Apparently, it was decommissioned after the development of RK teleportation. But I've been told there's nothing quite like it for physically traveling long distances. As Kyle said, riding this bad boy was like riding a wild horse across the plains. Ew. Anyway, it's a shame that such a useful piece of equipment was retired. It was probably because there's nowhere to use it, right? Other than Albion and Kingston, we've lost most of our territory. After the war is over, we should all take a trip to the seaside with this thing. I hear you can still find unpolluted water out beyond the Axion plains. Oh, yeah, operation instructions. Look, it's written in the manual here. I've tested it a few times, but I'm still more comfortable in my liquid RK state. I'll practice with it some more later. You go ahead.
Creatures have been detected within the unstable dimension zone. Search and destroy. What? Are you saying they're not actually Vulcans?
Like it.
Legion Special Assault Ship detected in the airspace. Descendant, engage the assault ship. This is surprising. And not in a positive way, of course. It may be hard to believe, but the body tissue of the Vulgus you are currently engaged with contains Colossi DNA. The situation is more critical than we thought. If the Vulgus have created a new species, we need to gather as much data as possible to develop effective countermeasures. Classifying the Vulgus currently in Axion under a new category. Designation is the Legion of Breach. We are detecting mixed Vulgus and Colossi signals. The exact size of the force is difficult to determine. We advise all Descendants to engage at their discretion. Close air support available. Danger close. I repeat, danger close. Is a match for the Abyss Scarab, a creature which is indigenous to the Axion plane. It's likely to be a mutated variant.
Subscribe and turn bell notification on.
I received the materials you sent. It's clear that the dimensional balance has been compromised since the Ironheart was used. While I analyze the energy patterns, I need you to investigate a few other locations. Do you see those giant circular structures? They're called Colossus-guided capture zones. If a dimensional breach were to occur, these constructions would be the only remaining defense against any Colossi on the Axion plains. I need you to go and survey these Colossus-guided capture zones.
Like it.
As expected, many of the outer walls have suffered severe damage, and the decoy pulses are non-operational. Hold on. The signal is... Descendant, you need to get out of there quickly. A void storm is rapidly approaching. Balby, do you copy? Fall back, both of you.
Warning. Large-scale dimensional breach in progress. Please evacuate to an area outside the or vacate the Colossus site and capture zone. All descendants in the vicinity. Please respond to ground inspection.
Descendant, do you read me? A powerful void storm is approaching the Axion plains. Energy readings are approaching Sigma level. Evacuate to safety before it's too late. Descendant, this looks like a dimensional breach in progress. I repeat, dimensional breach. Colossus inbound.
Elle, what's happening?
A dimensional breach has opened directly onto the Axion plane. All investigative personnel have withdrawn.